The following is a presentation of SC State Athletics.
Welcome to Orlando, Florida, home of the Florida Citrus Bowl and home of the 11th annual MEAC SWAC Challenge presented by Disney. It's the first football game of the 2015 season for the South Carolina State Bulldogs. The Buddy Pough Show starts right now.
You're watching the Buddy Pough Show, featuring highlights of SC State University Bulldog football. This week's matchup, the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff Golden Lions versus your SC State University Bulldogs. Our sponsors are the County of Orangeburg, Palmetto Health, the South Carolina Education Lottery, State Farm Insurance, the Regional Medical Center, the City of Orangeburg, the South Carolina Department of Agriculture, Vital Care, and Bill Owens Custom Clothing. And now our host, Ernest Robinson.
For South Carolina State, it's a new season, new goals, and new sights in mind as this year's MEAC champion will take on the SWAC Conference champion in the first annual Celebration Bowl this December.
Well, it's a new year. Everybody's excited. Guys are really wanting to get in here and hit somebody other than themselves. We get a chance to see somebody block Javon Hargraves on offense besides us. I want to see if they can get it done, but we're excited about the new season and looking forward to 2015.
Talking about new seasons, new goals, this year the Celebration Bowl for the MEAC champion and SWAC champion. Talk about that, Coach, and what that game can mean for both conferences and both teams involved.
Well, it's an opportunity for our conference to establish something that could be lasting. The SWAC and the MEAC, along with ESPN and Disney and all those folk, are putting this thing together in a real solid manner. It can be a bowl game that can give our fans something to build toward, give them a chance to have something to do at Christmas time. Even if we were in the playoffs, you don't know where you're going. This is something that we can start planning on every year and kind of build around regardless who goes. Now, we want to be there for sure, but at the same time, I think our conference needs to get behind this entire thing and make it something big that all of HBCUs can be proud of.
Talking about today, this game, of course, something HBCUs can be a proud of. SWAC, MEAC, give you an opportunity to see your ball club. Talk about your ball club and this Arkansas Pine Bluff team that they're facing today.
Well, we think we've got a pretty good little team coming together. And, it'll just be whether we are smart enough to play the way that I think we can play. Anytime you've got a team with the kind of talent that we have, that you just want to know if it meshes and that kind of stuff. So we've got most of the pieces in place. I just want to go out and see whether or not we play well. Now, Arkansas Pine Bluff's a little bit of a mystery to us. They bring most of their defense back, and those guys will get after their attacking style defense, but they lost their quarterback, a young man who'd been a 4-year starter for them. And Coach Anthony Jones, who's their offensive coordinator, is familiar to us because he was one of those guys that coached with Coach Jeffries for years and years. And we know that he's mostly a two-back guy, but he's trying to, come into modern times as far as football is concerned and trying to throw it around a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what Pine Bluff does give us today on that side of the ball.
Coach, when you look at a game like this, first game of the year, no preseason for college football games. What's going to be the key to getting a win today?
Well, the team that generally makes the fewest mistakes in that first game generally gets an opportunity to win. Crazy things in kicking game, those kind of things are the kind of things that you just can't sometimes prepare for. But if we get out and do what we're supposed to do, then this ought to be a football game that South Carolina State ought to be able to win.
You've heard Coach Pough's perspective. The coaches are ready. The players are ready. We're going to take a look at Saturday's first half highlights. But first, let's take a look at the Bulldogs starters. for the 2015 season, the MEAC SWAC Challenge presented by Disney.
Yeah, we certainly know the fans have been waiting. I see that return.
Skandrick kicks it off. It's going to be Stafford at the 10-yard line on the left side. Starts back to the right, reversing field all the way up to the 15 at the 20-yard line. Cut down at the 22-yard line. Bulldogs with 4 down linemen as we're ready to get started. Shotgun formation. There's your shotgun snap. Play action fake. It's a keeper. Terrell up the middle across the 25. Goes right side to the 30 down to the 33-yard line. Good pickup of about 10 yards, and that looks like that will move the chains. Shotgun formation again. Terrell. Shotgun snap. Handoff inside. This is Hanley. Tackled by Javon Hargraves back at the 30-yard line. He'll lose yards on the play. It's a 3-yard loss for Arkansas Pine Bluff. Football on the left hash mark. South Carolina State going left to right. Pistol formation. In motion now for the Bulldogs is Dondre Brown. Lines up at the H-back position. They give to Justin Taylor up the middle. Taylor fights for a couple yards, gets across the line of scrimmage, some positive yardage. Two receivers to each side. They throw it out in the flat. It's caught over there by South Carolina State, getting it up the field for the Bulldogs. That is Quan Caldwell on the reception. Full house backfield now. Shotgun formation. Colic at quarterback. Football in the center of the field, moving left to right. Shotgun snap. He gives it over the right side. This is Dondre Brown. Brown gets into Lion territory up to the 42-yard line. Shotgun formation, pistol. Little offset pistol formation for Adrian Colic. Quarterback snap, gives it up the middle. This is Justin Taylor over the right side. Taylor breaks a tackle at the 40. Penalty marker goes down. He gets down to about the 38-yard line. This could easily be in face mask penalty against Arkansas Pine Bluff, which would add to a very good run by JT. Mikael Moody now is out of the ballgame. That's Justin Taylor. I thought it was 1-2. Now Colic over the left side into the end zone for the touchdown. So South Carolina State gets on the board. Adrian Colic with the run from 6 yards out, keeps it himself, started right, went left, and got into the end zone. Tyler Skandrick will be on for the point after touchdown. Colic will hold. Good snap. They get it down. Tyler Skandrick's toe is in it and is up and good. So South Carolina State goes the distance on its first possession of the 2015 season. Bulldogs crowding the line of scrimmage. 4 down linemen, shotgun formation for Marcus Terrell. Now signaling his H-back to switch sides. That's a tight end Coleman. Handoff up the middle is Hanley, hit in the backfield. Coming in, making the play for South Carolina State. That was Shaquan Brock, the junior, out of St. Mary's, Georgia. South Carolina State kind of moving the defense around. Tevin Richards in there for the Bulldogs. Chestnut in there as well. Bulldogs showing blitz, shotgun formation. Terrell back to pass. Here comes the blitz up the middle. He steps up, not going to get away. He's brought down behind the line of scrimmage, back at about the 13-yard line. Take a guess who was in there for South Carolina State. 97 is going to be somewhere around there. Colic looking over the defense, waking the Ishmael snap. Shotgun snap, back to pass, throws it out, little screen out on the left. Mikael Moody trying to make a move and slips down, lost the football for a second. Penalty marker down. Official says the play is still going on. And again, now the first turnover of the game. Arkansas Pine Bluff comes up with it. Bulldogs showing a little blitz, some sort of stun action. Terrell now looking over the defense. Shotgun snap, handoff inside, breaking the tackle, getting across the line of scrimmage, and the first down is Brian Hanley for Arkansas Pine Bluff. A run of about 14 yards. Hanley in the backfield. Play clock winding down. There's a shotgun snap, looking right, throwing it over the middle, floats it out there. Intercepted by South Carolina State at the 20-yard line. Marquise Jones at the 35. He's at the 40-yard line, knocked down, but Marquise Jones sitting back in the zone, waited for him to come to him, and it came right to him. Brings it back for a Bulldog interception. Jamison goes furthest to the right. Taquan West to the left. Split backfield for South Carolina State. Shotgun snap. They give it to Dondre Brown over the left side. Puts his head down, jumps a guy, and gets to the first down.
Dondre Brown, a junior from Vaughnville, South Carolina, went to Wade Hampton High School.
Ishmael snap back to Colic. Colic throws over the middle and picked off right at the 30-yard line. Coming in, making the tackle, sitting back there in coverage for Arkansas Pine Bluff. Our score, South Carolina State 7, Arkansas Pine Bluff nothing. Line of scrimmage, shotgun snap, back to pass. Pump fake, Sorensen tackled down and brought down for a loss. Guess who?
Who else? Hargraves.
Javon Hargraves with another sack, another tackle for a loss. It will be a 5-yard loss on the play. But Caleb York, the freshman out of Providence High School in Charlotte, North Carolina, getting his first shot to run the offense. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Shotgun snap is high. York gives over to Trey Samuels. Samuels trying to get over the right side, crosses the line of scrimmage at the 20, gets to about the 22-yard line. So a 2-yard pickup for Trey Samuels. Pistol formation, York. 2 Bulldogs each way, going right to left here in the second quarter. York throwing it out in the flat, throws it out there, has a man caught at the 25-yard line. Getting up the field is Quan Caldwell to about the 27-yard line. So Caleb York's first pass attempt for South Carolina State is a completion. Shotgun formation for quarterback Caleb York. Showing blitz. York back to pass, throws over the middle, caught at about the 49-yard line. That's good enough for a first down on the reception. Taquan West. So York 2 for 2 now as he moves the Bulldogs into Arkansas Pine Bluff territory. First down and 10. The second team guys, these guys have played well as for South Carolina State along the defensive line. Shotgun snap to Sorensen. Hanley hitting in the backfield and pulls it out. Sorensen does up the field to about the 45-yard line. What a sleight of hand for Sorensen. Hanley was blown up in the backfield. Sorensen pulled it out at the last moment and got up the field for a 15-yard pickup, actually a 16-yard pickup to the 46-yard line. What a play by Sorensen. Sorensen at quarterback from the shotgun. 2 receivers each way for Arkansas Pine Bluff. Play action fake. Sorensen throws it up the field. He's not going to be lucky this time. Picked off by the Bulldogs in the backfield at the 40. Up the field at a 45-yard line for South Carolina State. At the end of the first half, our score is South Carolina State 7, Arkansas Pine Bluff nothing. When we come back, we'll have our Pough Mental Health Injury Report as well as your second half highlights on this edition of the Buddy Pough Show.
It's different here. So different that it will change everything you expect from a hospital. Because here, the care you receive transcends even the beauty of your surroundings. And not only does it look different, it also sounds and tastes and feels like something you've never experienced before. Introducing Palmetto Health Baptist Park Ridge. Choose a physician by visiting us online or by calling 803-296-CARE. Since 2002, the lottery has helped award more than 1 million scholarships. So when you play, you're not just taking a chance. You're also giving one.
I was off my game. Every day, my hip got worse and worse.
The coach's arthritis progressed to the point where his joint was bone on bone. Between the pain and the loss of range of motion, he decided to have the hip replaced here at the Regional Medical Center.
I was walking the very next day. I was going so fast. They said, "Slow down, coach, slow down." It feels great to be coaching again.
The Regional Medical Center. We're changing how you think about health care.
You stumble over a blade of grass. Come on.
Clothing for Coach Buddy Pough, provided by Bill Owens Custom Clothing. Bill Owens Custom Clothing is a proud sponsor of the Buddy Pough Show.
Welcome back to the Buddy Pough Show. Coach, first half, all defense as we started well offensively and looked like we might get some things going, but Arkansas Pine Bluff played well defensively.
They did, but we turned the football over, gave them a lot of opportunities to get the football back in ways that I thought we were going to score. But, it was one of those kind of deals where our defense did stand up and play great for us in the first half. You
started talking about the Pough Mental Health Injury Report. Took some big injuries tonight, one that we did not know during the radio broadcast, but significant to the football team.
Well, it could be. We've got Adrian Carlick, who had a little bit of a knee injury, and Dondre Lewis-Freeman got dinged up a little bit with his ankle, but hopefully both guys will be back. I guess we'll get a chance to see tomorrow.
We're going to take a break here on the Buddy Pough Show. When we come back, we'll have the all-heart player and more on this edition of the Buddy Pough Show.
Leadership, transformation, changing the world. Service. Moving forward. Competitive. Excellence. SC State. Your journey starts here.
It's different here. So different that it will change everything you expect from a hospital. Because here, the care you receive transcends even the beauty of your surroundings. And not only does it look different, it also sounds and tastes and feels like something you've never experienced before. Introducing Palmetto Health Baptist Park Ridge. Choose a physician by visiting us online or by calling 803-296-CARE.
Welcome back to the Buddy Pough Show as we talk about the all-heart player for the Arkansas Pine Bluff game coach. And when you look at this defense, obviously everybody played lights out, but there are some guys who really stood out.
There really was, and Deshaun Taylor played really well. I'm excited about him because he was out for a good bit of the preseason because of a head injury. And to come back and play really hard the way that he did, had 8 or 9 tackles, just had a fantastic game. It's a sign, I think, of him having a great year coming up in 2015.
All right, that's Deshaun Taylor, the all-heart player for South Carolina State for the Arkansas Pine Bluff game. We'll take a break here on the Buddy Pough Show and come back with more after this timeout.
My first thought was, what's going to happen to me? Am I going to live? My second thought was, I needed to live because I thought about my children.
Betty's mammogram showed a lump in her breast. We surgically removed the cancer.
And Betty was referred to Mabry Cancer Center, where she received chemotherapy and radiation therapy.
It was an opportunity to live again.
The Regional Medical Center. We're changing how you think about healthcare.
Today, I'm cancer-free.
Since 2002, the lottery has helped award more than 1 million scholarships. So when you play, you're not just taking a chance. You're also giving one.
Leadership. Transformation. Changing the world. Service. Moving forward. Competitive. Excellence. SC State. Your journey starts here.
Antonio Hamilton back in the center of the field. Bulldogs in the garnet home jerseys, white numerals, white pants, white helmets. Arkansas Pine Bluff all white as Gillen approaches. High end over end kick, and Antonio Hamilton will have an opportunity from the 4-yard line at the 10, at the 15, at the 20, stumbles at the 25, at the 30, 35, 40, gets outside and can't stay on his feet. Knocked down at the 44-yard line, tripped up by the kicker.
By the kicker of all people, boy, he had a lane there. I thought for a moment he was gone.
Collick settles in the pistol. 4-down lineman for Arkansas Pine Bluff. Play action fake, throws it out in the flat. Has a man out there, caught at the 50-yard line at the 45-40. Con Caldwell up the field into Arkansas Pine Bluff territory. Shotgun formation. In motion now is Taylor. Collick keeps it himself, waits. Collick gets the first down over the left side. Collick at the 10, at the 5, cuts back at the 5. Collick fumbles the football. Football is loose. It is fought for, and I think Arkansas, now they touchdown. South Carolina State. Let me see who got over there. Oh, they signaled touchdown.
What a heads-up play by Dondre Brown.
Snap's good. Scandrick's toe is in it, and it is good. And evidently, 14 now. They changed. The guy said 13. It's 14-0 South Carolina State. 4-down lineman, shotgun snap. Sorensen looking back. Sorensen brought down, slammed back at the 5-yard line. Howdy do. You want to take a guess, folks? 97. It'll be 3rd down now, and they'll need almost 20 yards for a first down. Empty backfield again. Sorensen, low snap, back to pass in the end zone, throws it over the middle, intercepted by South Carolina State at the 15-yard line. That's Tevin Richards into the end zone for the score. Tevin Richards on the interception return, and the South Carolina State Bulldogs defense gets him on the board. Richards, the senior from Georgetown. Shotgun snap to Sorensen. On to carry Hanley over the left side. Hanley's got some room across the 40, in the midfield at the 45. Hanley up the field, brought down to the 47-yard line of South Carolina State, 43-yard line of South Carolina State. Shotgun formation for quarterback Sorensen. Back to pass, here comes the blitz. They throw the screen. Leonard knocks the pass down. Darius Leonard with the penetration. Here's a snap. Give inside to Dondre Lewis-Freeman. Freeman spins at the 10. Freeman gets a first down up to the 23-yard line. Critical 3rd down and 8 here for South Carolina State. Ishmael to snap. Long snap count once again. There's a snap. Straight drop back. Collick looking down the field, throws it over the middle. It is high and it is intercepted and fumbled by Arkansas Pine Bluff. It goes out of bounds. 2nd down now and 10. Back to pass York. York throwing it out there. Caught at about the 32-yard line. That was to Mark Hemingway at the 33-yard line. What a nice crossing route. Caleb York on target to Mark Hemingway. Quarterback is Caleb York. Shotgun snap York. York play action fake. York hit, fumbles the football. Football's on the turf. It is fought for, and let's see who comes up with it. And it looks like Caleb York's going off. It's going to be Arkansas Pine Bluff football. Pistol formation once again. Willis is behind the quarterback, Terrell. Here's your snap. Handoff, Willis. Willis got a lane at the 15, at the 10. Willis at the 5. Willis into the end zone.
A draw
for the score. So with 5:26 to go in the 3rd quarter, Arkansas Pine Bluff gets on the board. 21 South Carolina State, 7 for Arkansas Pine Bluff. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. York looking to his left, throwing it out there. There's a man caught. Taquan West at the 45-yard line, but a dart by Caleb York for a first down. That's a pickup of about 18, 20 yards on the play. Pine Bluff showing blitz. Here they come with pressure. York steps in, throws it over the middle, caught at the 50, at the 45. This is West down to the 30-yard line. They came with pressure. York recognized it and threw it out and got on a slant over the middle. Taquan West for another big gain of about 25 yards. Down to about the 28-yard line of Arkansas Pine Bluff. Caleb York with 2 back-to-back completions. To the left for the Bulldogs, and back to pass is York. York keeping himself. York on the move. York at the 5, at the 10, touchdown. Caleb York into the end zone on the quarterback keeper. Caleb York making his presence felt here in the second half. Our score, South Carolina State 28, Arkansas Pine Bluff 7. Shotgun formation. Give inside to Williams. Williams can't get there. Deshaun Taylor with the tackle in the backfield. And let me tell you, there's not much to Deshaun Taylor vertically built. He's only 5'10", but let me tell you, you get all that 240 pounds, the redshirt sophomore from Lincoln, Georgia. Shotgun snap back to Terrell. Terrell under pressure. Terrell hit, brought down. Deshaun Taylor again. The sack on the play. And let me tell you, he is playing lights out. If Javon Hargraves is out of the game, Taylor's got his back as Terrell will limp off the field, and that'll bring about 4th down and a punting situation. Back deep for South Carolina State, the ever dangerous Antonio Hamilton. And Guth nearly blocked. It was partially blocked, I think. It had to be blocked. It's going to be very short. It takes a Bulldog bounce, and it is down at about the 32-yard line. Tevin Richards was right there. So big pressure from South Carolina State coming in, putting pressure on the punter. Shotgun snap. York back to pass on third down. York dumps it down low. It's caught. That's Tamarick Hemingway. Hemingway getting close to that first down marker. After 3 quarters of play, our score, South Carolina State 28, Arkansas Pine Bluff 7. Pistol formation, quick snap. Caleb York to give to Justin Taylor. Taylor breaks through at the 10, at the 5, touchdown. JT, 13-yard touchdown run. What a nice play call. Caught Arkansas Pine Bluff as if cement were in the shoes, couldn't move. So just 5 seconds into the 4th quarter of play, South Carolina State goes up 35-7 over Arkansas Pine Bluff. 4-down lineman led by Kusar up front. Taylor in the middle. Pistol formation. Handoff. Taylor. And boy, did Terrell get hit in the backfield. And, of course, football is going up the field about the line of scrimmage. All that running and only getting to the line of scrimmage. Our final score, South Carolina State 35, Arkansas Pine Bluff 7, Coach, but a difficult start with a long lightning delay, which kept us in the locker room.
It did, and I was just glad to get this football game in, to get it over with. And, to be in, to be out, I really was worried about the focus of our team at the beginning, but our guys got out and got a good start. Now, we didn't do much else in the first half, but we did get going and finally won the football game.
In the second half, your offense got going as well. Caleb York came in and played extremely well.
He did. I'm really excited about our freshman quarterback. I'm a little bit concerned by what we might possibly have to go through with L.A. College, but at the same time, we got to figure how to, get all our pieces back together again.
And, of course, you don't have long to wait. Coastal Carolina coming to Orangeburg, one of the best teams in all the football championship subdivision. How well do you have to get, or how much should you have to improve over the course of a week?
A bunch, but now they say you improve the most between your first and second week when you get that first real live contact. So, we've got work to do, and Coastal is really, really good. The Ross kid who, is maybe the best quarterback in our state's a fantastic player returning, and Coach Joe Mogler and his defense has really played better. So, they had a big win against Furman this past weekend. I think they won maybe like 38-35. So we got both of those guys in the next 3 weeks. So we really got our work cut out for us.
Folks, that's going to do it for this edition of the Buddy Pough Show. We appreciate you joining us here with South Carolina State, their big win over Arkansas Pine Bluff in the MEAC SWAC Challenge presented by Disney in Orlando, Florida. We hope to see you this week coming up in Orangeburg when South Carolina State takes on Coastal Carolina at the Oliver C. Dawson Bulldog Stadium. So long, everybody.
Thank you for watching the Buddy Pough Show, featuring highlights of SC State University Bulldog football. Our sponsors are the County of Orangeburg, Palmetto Health, the South Carolina Education Lottery, State Farm Insurance, the Regional Medical Center, the City of Orangeburg, the South Carolina Department of Agriculture, Vital Care, and Bill Owens Custom Clothing. Join us again next week for exciting highlights of SC State University Bulldog football.